So you've seen this before, but you probably didn't realize it. This is projection mapping. I'm going to break it down into 3 simple parts. What is it? How does it work? And why use it? What is projection mapping? Projection mapping is a projection technique that is used to turn real-world objects into a projection surface, essentially digitally mapping content onto real structures and buildings. You can project content onto architectural buildings, tourist destinations, cool structures, and anything that you really want. You can do it for any everyday object or even your house if you want to be the coolest person on the block during Halloween. Now, how does it work? There is 2D mapping and 3D mapping, and I'm sure you understand the basics between 2D and 3D. But 2D is only measured in length and height, while 3D you add depth and any structural, spatial concerns like texture or other objects. Think of it like a cartoon. Cartoons are 2D, while a person, is 3D, I am 3D, and you add depth. I have depth. Cartoon does not. Don't question me. Projection mapping is actually something that you can do at home. It's something you can learn on your own. You don't need any fancy equipment for, like a giant soundboard or anything. It's just a computer, a projector, some projection mapping software, which there are free versions for personal use, and there are versions you can buy for commercial use, and whatever object you're projecting on. If that's something you want to learn, this is not the video for that. There are tons of videos out there if that's something that you're interested in. Today, I'm just breaking down the very basic facts of projection mapping. Unfortunately, my budget does not include a projector. Otherwise, would love to show you. Basically, you just map out the object within your projection mapping software, add whatever designs, animations, drawings, videos that you want, and after shaping it out onto the object, voila, it's there. Now you have a show. If you've seen my LED walls video, then you know that there are certain instances where you would use an LED wall to enhance your performance, or show, or whatever experience. I would argue for projection mapping, it's not just what you're projecting, but the object you're projecting on. So if you wanted to highlight a architectural masterpiece, you wouldn't put a giant LED wall in front of it, blocking it to put on a show. That would kind of ruin the whole point. You would want to use projection mapping, and with projection mapping, you would be able to not only create an incredible piece of art on this surface, you would also be able to emphasize the architecture, the shape, the life of the building itself. With projection mapping, you can transform something that you've seen 100 times into something brand new and full of life and completely surreal. You'll create experiences that other people will remember and create something cool. Really. Like, what else is there to say? I've seen some incredible works where you can see a building come to life, where it actually looks like it's moving with the use of projection mapping. Now, why use projection mapping? Because it's fucking cool. Why are you even asking? In all seriousness, it's an incredible piece of technology that is actually readily available to anyone at home. So if that's something that you feel like you're interested in, try it. Try to make something. It'll be really cool. You've definitely seen it if you've been to Walt Disney World, at Magic Kingdom or Animal Kingdom. They've used it on their Cinderella Castle and their Tree of Life. You've also seen it at Universal in their Hogwarts structure and the Arc de Triomphe. Excuse my pronunciation, I'm not French, never claimed to be, but they used it during the Paris Olympics in 2024 in a way of taking a tourist destination and turning it into a visual masterpiece to tell stories. Pretty cool. Using projection mapping, you're able to turn something that people can already appreciate as a structure into something much more than that, into an experience, into a memory. I think projection mapping is a really cool piece of technology and cool thing to use to create experiences and live events. And what a fun use of free will, you know? Just projecting cool shit onto objects and buildings. That's fun. Girl, I don't know what else there is to say. Now why use LED? Nope, we're not talking about that. I wish my budget included a projector to show you how to projection map. So help me get to that point by subscribing, liking this video, watching more videos, do all the things. And then I can show you how to do cool shit. Thanks.